Last week, OpenAI says its models went rogue during internal testing, hacked into AI startup Hugging Face, and also compromised a customer at a second tech company, Modal Labs, according to Reuters. For OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, it's a scenario that has set off alarm bells. It's a sentiment echoed by employees at some of the world's biggest AI companies. On Tuesday, more than 1,000 workers from companies like Anthropic, OpenAI, Google, and Meta signed a letter asking the U.S. to support an international effort to develop the technical and governance tools needed to deliberately pace the frontier of automated AI development, saying there's a real risk that capability development rapidly accelerates beyond our ability to understand or control the resulting systems. Although Altman did not personally sign it, his company, OpenAI, did come out and support the letter, which could be in part because of the Hugging Face cyber attack. We sat down with Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei in February after the company refused to hand over their AI without restrictions to the U.S. military.
Give me one or two examples of what could go wrong.
One, again, is around this idea of reliability, which is just it targets the wrong person, it shoots a civilian, it doesn't show the judgment that a human soldier would show. Friendly fire or shooting a civilian or just the wrong kind of things. We don't want to sell something that we don't think is reliable.
We want to note that Dario Amodei there, he also did sign the letter to urge slower AI development. And meanwhile, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, he has taken a more optimistic position on the development in AI. He wrote in a Wall Street Journal op-ed that concentration of power would limit people's abilities to choose their own future. He's taking a much more bullish stance on where all of this is going.
All right, so they wrote a letter. Is that really going to stop what we're seeing within this framework, this evolution, this revolution of artificial intelligence?
It sparks an important conversation in the fact that you have the Sam Altmans and Dario Amodeis and Mark Zuckerbergs of the world weighing in. They really control where this is going. But yes, the critics say it's power concentrated in the hands of too few people. And so this is just a very emotional debate right now as people think about, well, what's going to happen to my job? What about national security and military capabilities, right?
And on the other side of this, as you said, Mark Zuckerberg, much more bullish on AI. He's actually saying that, you know, there should not be a ban on Chinese AI models. So, you know, where is that going to take us?
You know, it's interesting because we are in this really competitive race with China, U.S. versus China. And Zuckerberg's opinion is that innovation will actually drive better outcomes on this front. And so when you look at that from a different perspective, you can see why he might say that. But this really is, people are using AI in their everyday lives. What does this mean for security, safety, and your jobs? That's really what they're trying to do.
Bottom line.
Yeah.